In this video, we're going to be going over 3 of the coolest paper aircraft designs invented. You're going to want to watch to the end because these designs are going to blow your mind. There's one that you throw like a football, one that flies forever, and one that comes back to you in a perfect circle. Also, while I'm explaining each design, I'll show a time lapse of me making it, so if you want to make it yourself, just go back and slow down the playback speed, and there will be on-screen instructions of what you need to know. Let's jump right in. Starting off, we've got what's called the Vortex. You throw this design like a football, and it covers a surprising distance. It's made from one paper folded into a long strip, which is placed inside the front of another paper, which is then folded around and taped to itself to create a cylindrical shape. And this design has a lot of mass in the front of the aircraft, giving it an aerodynamic design and allowing it to fly a greater distance. When you throw it, you want to add some spin to give it balance while it flies. The first time I flew it, it caught me off guard because it doesn't seem like it should fly that well, but it does. You can also add another paper folded into the front to add more mass and make it so you can throw harder and farther. Let me know in the comments how far you can throw it. The next design is a little piece of spinning paper that can fly forever. It has 2 sides that are folded at 90 degrees, and then the longer sides, which are perpendicular to the others, each have 45-degree folds in opposite directions that make it spin when it falls. The way you fly it is by walking a few inches behind it with something big and flat, such as a piece of cardboard or a big book. This adds an updraft that the design uses to stay elevated, which allows it to fly for as long as you're willing to follow it. Also, the lighter the paper that you use, the easier it will be to fly, so keep that in mind if you make your own. For some reason, mine wanted to fly anywhere but forward, so I learned that the way you release it is super important. You'll want to fly this one indoors because any small gust of wind can make it hard to fly. Alright, and the last design, which is my favorite, is a boomerang that flies in a perfect circle and comes back to you. This one is definitely the most interesting design. It's also folded a few times in the front like the Vortex to add mass for when it flies, and every fold needs to be creased sharply for the best aerodynamic performance. Then it's folded multiple times to create what looks like a paper accordion. Then, to fly it, you hold it with your pointer finger resting in the middle on top, then you've got to tilt it slightly to one side and steadily release it forward so that it circles around and comes back to you. The tighter the angle that you release it at, the smaller the circle. If you put less of an angle on it, it'll fly in a larger circle, but it ends up coming back lower. You can fly in either direction, you just do the same thing as before. It can be pretty difficult to fly this design correctly, and sometimes it just doesn't want to come back. It took me a while to perfect it, so if it doesn't work for you the first time, just keep practicing, because once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which design was your favorite, and also if you made any of them yourself. See you later!